Hello, and welcome back to our monthly business series webinars. I am Connor Lokar, Senior Forecaster here at ITR Economics, and I want to ask you a quick question. Do you know how large the United States defense budget is? Most of you probably don't know the exact dollar value, which we'll cover a little bit later, but to put it in context, folks, by itself, our defense budget would nearly be a top 20 global economy on a nominal dollar value basis. It's right up there with countries like Taiwan and Poland. It is gargantuan. And it's quite important. And folks, generally, you think about the defense sector, the American war machine, in the context of clips on CNNs from far-flung global conflicts, but ultimately, it's really important to the economy. It is a massive powerhouse of a sector, and not one that we spend a whole lot of time at ITR talking about individually. But today, folks, we're going to fix that. We're going to dedicate a little bit of time here to talk about the defense sector, how it fits into that global and U.S. macroeconomic picture, maybe dispel some myths that you might have in terms of how you think about the defense sector. And of course, as always, if you're operating in those markets or interested in operating those markets, what we should be expecting, what we should be doing, and levers that we should be pulling as we move through 2024, 2025, and beyond. What we're seeing is that defense capital equipment spending we expect to be slightly down as we round out the rest of this fiscal year. So you don't want to go into that trap of straight lining your budgets, maybe getting caught up in the headline Kool-Aid and assuming, well, I'm reading all these unpleasant headlines, so surely that's going to mean more for me. Current budget estimates in our forecast says that, not obviously that it's going to go down 0.6 of a point massively, but flattening slightly. So don't just assume a similar leg up, maybe what your business experienced in 22 and 23. Pause this year, and then we anticipate that next leg up to follow after that. And then you have to know your markets. I said arms and ordnance are the clear winners in our view for the way things are currently going in the short term. Below that, within our air, land, and sea categories, it certainly seems to be a deprioritization on the land side, and definitely aircraft and naval assets getting a little bit of love here, the way the current theater is composed. And ultimately, the big caveat here is that the defense industry, we have a lot of clients that are there, but like we let off with, the market drivers there, it's not as much about interest rates or business confidence, or looking at some of the traditional leading indicators that we look at for most of the folks that we work with. There are black swan events that can happen. One that I get asked about almost every single time I'm on the road for a keynote is China going to avoid Taiwan? Trust me, I am utterly unqualified to speculate on that. As it relates to these possible geopolitical military-based black swans, predicting that is not our forte. I'm sure that there are folks, probably very well-connected folks, that are much more qualified to speculate there. But if it were to occur, we would then evaluate within our forecast. But that obviously could be something that could tilt the balance plus or minus. And obviously, if things quiet down, as pleasant as that would be for everyone not selling into the defense industry, that could lead to some retrenchment in spending in the same way that we've seen in the past following some quieting of those conflicts overall. So folks, thank you so much for joining us here for this breakdown of the defense industry. And we would love for you to tune in next month, as we're going to be taking a dive into the aerospace industry. Another fun one that is sometimes not necessarily coincidentally operating in the same way that the rest of the economy did. So this spring is, it's kind of counter-cyclical spring here at ITR, taking a look at some industries that have their own unique quirks and market drivers. So we're going to be unpacking that next month. I hope to see you there. See you next time.